Well, the first time I ever heard Little Feat was I was managing a boutique in Birmingham, in the centre of Birmingham, and we used to get sent by the company I worked for these 8-track cartridges, and basically they were compilations, but they're all packaged up in 8 tracks. It was weird, this. And Little Feat was one of the artists that was on there. That'd be about 1973. I'd never heard of them before, and I think there was Tower of Power and various other people. So I didn't really think much of it for years and years. I didn't sort of investigate their music, and then in the, what would it be, in the early 80s, someone was mithering me about Little Feat, and did I have any access to any bootleg material, Little Feat? No, I didn't even own any of their albums, but didn't stop this chap continually asking me for some reasons, as though I'm the bootleg king. So I thought, Loud George passed away, and I thought I'd better start getting some albums. So I got 1 or 2 things, and then I thought, yeah, I like this. And then I listened to some things on Spotify or wherever else it was. And then I got the box set of Little Feat, which I've got over there somewhere or other. And I've got another box set of one of the albums. I can't remember which it is now, anyhow. We'll have to cover that again. But the one thing that I wanted to get hold of was this Little Feat box set, Hot Cakes and Outtakes. As you can imagine, there are outtakes on this, and single versions of songs that are on albums, dog lines from Session for Little Feat. It's a really nice set. I've not actually played this yet because it only arrived this morning, but I'd been looking for one at a reasonable price on eBay. People want some silly prices for this set. Anyway, I finally managed to find a copy for £30, and the postage, and it was in pretty good nick. A couple of little dinks on the corner there, but you know, it's not going to detract from it. These are the CDs there, and the back. The booklet is stapled in, so I can't really take it out to show you, but there is tons and tons of material on the history of the band, people that came in and out of the band, where they recorded. Make some mention there of the Doobie Brothers. There we are. I think for some years after Loud George had passed away, I think someone else took over on the vocals. Linda Ronstadt says here, there's a photograph of her and Loud George there, and it quotes here, the first time I heard Little Feat, I couldn't get to the record store fast enough to buy Dixie Chicken. I was in such a hurry that I was only to the H's when I gashed my arm on an LP cover. Ooh, I still have the scar today, and Dixie Chicken is still one of my favourite records ever. Linda Ronstadt. There's absolutely loads of photographs, loads and loads of text. I can't remember what the original price of this was, but I don't think it's ever been cheap. Disc 1 is 70 to 75, disc 2 76 to 81, disc 3 88 to 98, and disc 4 studio artifacts, which demos as well, which will be very interesting. It's on the Warner Brothers Archive series. I've seen this up for sale for second hand for as much as about £80 for this 4 CD set, which I think is a bit excessive for it, even though it's good. Not heard it yet, but I'm looking forward to listening to it. I thought it would actually be glossy, this set. The cover sort of reminds me of one of those 1950s American sci-fi films, but it's interesting nonetheless, and it'll be very nice in my archive. Are you a Little Feat fan? Do you collect any of their music? Have you ever seen them perform live? I'd be interested to hear about that anyway. Okay, and I hope you have a good day. If you've enjoyed seeing this, please tick a like, and if you've not subscribed already, good time to subscribe, as I always say, and then that way I know that you're in part of the group, and it helps the channel because we're heading towards 500 subscribers, and I'd like to get it a lot higher, and it makes it all worthwhile. Okay, take care, bye for now.